Welcome everyone to Old Roommates. Today on the show, we revisit 1987's Roxanne. So quit nosying around, yucky, yuck, 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 and have a seat and join us.
Welcome everyone to Old Roommates, the only podcast that revisits pop culture through a middle-aged lens. This is Christina.
And this is Brian.
And we revisited Roxanne, 1987. Steve Martin, Daryl Hannah, Shelley Duvall.
Rick Rossovich.
Rick Rossovich. He's in the newest one, right? The new Top Gun? Or no?
Maverick. Is he in Maverick? I don't know.
Anyway, I didn't see it. But here we are, 35 years ago.
Yes.
35 years ago.
June 19th.
How is that possible? I'm not even 35.
June 19th, 1987. It is weird that something can be 35 years old and we were old enough to enjoy them as like, I was 15.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
I was old enough to have an opinion.
It's very, very bizarre. I agree. So we begin this episode, as we always do. Where were you the first time you watched Roxanne? Do you remember?
Oh my God. You know what? It's funny. I mean, it was either in the movie theater or as soon as it came out on VHS.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember this and I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. I thought it was very easy. Like an easy movie. Like easy listening, you know, or easy watching. And I love Steve Martin. I liked the story. Weirdly enough, I wasn't crazy about Daryl Hannah, to be honest.
Weirdly enough? Is that what you just started that with?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, Daryl Hannah never really did much for me, like in Splash or whatever, or like I think Legal Eagles was the movie before this. But like, I don't know, she just seems like, I don't know, something about her just never really, she didn't seem to have much like weight, like, you know? But I remember really liking this. I thought it was very funny and sweet and nice. And I remember, I'm curious to know when this came out on VHS because I feel like I've seen it a lot. And I wondered if I put it on the video store. Because I worked at the video store till about 90. Oh my God, when did I start? 90? Well, I worked there till I worked at Jordan's. So 92. Yeah. So it would have been on VHS by then. So I probably had it playing on the video store a lot.
I'm sure.
That is me. How about you, Christina?
Thank you so much for asking, Brian.
Oh my God, you're welcome.
So kind of you. I definitely saw this on video. I'm pretty sure I wasn't in the movie theater.
Well, you just said you definitely.
Yeah, well now I'm questioning it. You know me. No, I definitely did not see it in the movie theater. I saw it on video. I probably rented it because I worked in a video store at that point in time. I was a huge fan of Steve Martin, so anything that came out. I'm wondering, was this before all of me? I will tell you. Oh.
It was.
You have all these things written
down? Was after All of Me.
It was All of Me.
So I believe All of Me was 84. But Three Amigos, Little Shop of Horrors, then Roxanne, then Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, okay. Great. So I was a big fan of his, and I was looking forward to seeing this movie. I rented it, and I also liked it. I thought it was easy. I thought it was funny. I thought he was great in it. I feel similar to Daryl Hannah. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Daryl Hannah's, to be honest. I don't feel like she ever makes a huge impact in any movie that she's in.
Doesn't mean she lacks
she sort of floats around.
Yes,
right. She kind of floats in the movie. I think she relies, or I think actually the casting director probably relies heavily on her look.
Yeah.
The long blonde hair.
What is an energy too? There's like almost something like
it's like a sleepy,
ethereal, like what's the word? Ethereal. Ethereal, is that the word I'm thinking of? Sure. Like sort of like a like Earth Mother, like guard, like, you know, peace, love, and happiness, hippie type.
Very yes.
But I don't think that's necessarily her fault. It's what she gives off, and it's how she's cast. So, but it's like I don't think I've ever. You know what? I loved her in Kill Bill. Did you ever see Kill Bill?
I forgot she was.
She's in that. Great. I mean, she's so good in that.
I forgot she was in that.
I'm trying to think of anything else. She's in a movie called The Ties That Bind, which is a terrible movie.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, you know what I liked her in? Oh my God, was it? It wasn't called. No, I gotta look it up. It was with Peter Gallagher. It was. They were set in Greece. It was about her and her husband, and then they end up having like a threesome.
What? I've never seen it.
It was good. Yeah. It was good. It was set in Greece. It was good. I'll have to look it up.
Wait a minute. Not Against All Odds.
No.
Jesus. Oh, Summer Lovers.
Summer Lovers. That's it. Summer Lovers. Yeah. Did you ever see that?
No.
It was good. I actually enjoyed her in that.
Okay.
But I don't know many others. She was in Grumpy Old Men.
Okay.
But still, same kind of character. So she never really did much for me.
Yeah.
But I do think, I mean, if I had to rate her performances, or not necessarily her likability, I guess, in my opinion, I think this was high on the list. Like, I felt like she was more likable in this.
I remember thinking she was fine. Like, she was fine. She's pretty. So of course, men were falling all over her.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, but anyway, but I did like it.
Men were dropping all over her. Oh my god.
Oh, and Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, but I didn't like her in that.
I didn't like her in that either.
I think she was a little miscast.
Yeah, she was weird. Anyway, so I liked it. That's pretty much the bottom line. I liked him in it. I thought it was funny. I remember laughing at a lot of places in it, thinking that he was like charismatic and just a funny person to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, cute. Okay, yeah, like I said, easy. Yeah, just an easy watch.
Movie back then.
What about now?
Now, thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I have a few thoughts here. I guess immediately I'm going to flip on something. I actually really like Daryl Hannah in this.
Interesting.
I thought she was very natural. I believed she knew about stars and constellations. Mm-hmm. I believed her. I wrote a few notes. Like, has an amazing natural laugh, which suits this movie well, because I also flip on something else, so it's like a good, bad, all over the place with this movie. Yeah. But it's like, I didn't hate it, but like this revisit. But for example, like Daryl Hannah has a really natural laugh and good reaction faces, which is good because Steve Martin was the one I struggled with this time around when he doesn't have a plot.
Yes.
As a character, the C.D. Barnes, right, is so annoying. Oh my god, his jokes are so right. Am I wrong?
No.
At one point he says, let's see. Oh, Dixie. Christina, he calls it first friend Dixie 5 times, and she's right there. He goes, "Oh, there you are." But I'm like, oh god, it's like dad jokes, like awful.
Lots of dad jokes.
Awful. Let's see. There's another one where he says, at the end I'm jumping. At the end he's like, "Arg, it's locked. Oh no, arg, oh no, how will we ever get in? Good thing I have a key."
Mm-hmm.
That's like the last line of this movie.
Yep.
Waka waka. That's what I wrote. When this character doesn't have the plot, he is really cheesy. And I mean, cheesy to the point where I don't think someone like Daryl Hannah would find that appealing. It has nothing to do with his nose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be really honest. We talked about this with Mask. I thought his nose was actually not that bad.
It wasn't terrible.
It was like,
it's extra big.
Extra big, but it's like, it wasn't grotesque. Like,
no.
It was kind of endearing. But it was just his, like, that C.D. Barnes character without the structure, he's pretty damn annoying. He's reminded me a bit of Ducky from Pretty in Pink. There, I said it. There.
Yeah, it's like Ducky as a grown-up.
Yeah. Do you agree? Why do you agree? Or do you agree?
How many questions are you going to ask me at once? Oh my god. I do agree.
I just want to be speaking for you. I know,
Oh, I appreciate it.
I'm trying to respect you.
Thank you. Trying. Yeah. I agree with you. My memory of him was super charming, super funny.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the problem with this revisit. I didn't find him. I found him likable.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, it was almost too over the top trying to be funny, and I felt like my memory of it was that he was more naturally funny.
That's a great note. He goes out of his way, like the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
His morning starts, right, and I think he's already beaten up the two tennis people. Does he say they're coked out? Why do I have that in quotes? I have quotes. Does someone say coked out?
Maybe.
But he grabs the newspaper out of the newspaper stand, and he looks at it and goes, "Ah!" and throws the newspaper back in. But by the way, he's by himself doing this.
Right.
He is a single person walking down the street, being himself. He stops at a newsstand, grabs a newspaper, opens it up, screams, and puts the newspaper back and keeps talking. There is no one around him.
Right.
No one. That is not normal. There, I'm saying the word again. Normal behavior. It is not. It is weird. It is unusual behavior, and it doesn't endear me to this person.
And I guess it's just the memory I had of him as
right.
being different.
Same.
Right? So, and I don't know.
I would not use the word this way. We kept saying easy, easy, easy. I would not give the adjective easy to this character.
No, not at all. And I almost felt like that with a lot of the characters in this. Like,
okay.
I remember the firehouse being funny.
Oh my God, me too.
And I just didn't really find it that funny.
It was just like bumbling.
But yeah, it was almost like
what is it,
the Keystone Cops kind
yes,
of?
Christina. Yes.
So I don't know. Like, I remember it being funny, and I just didn't feel like it was funny. Now, is it maturity? Is it because I'm too mature for this type of humor? Maybe it's because the memory of it was different than the reality of it. I don't know. If I watched it today for the first time, would I find it funny? Maybe. I don't know. It's a weird kind of feeling.
I think if you watch it for the first time now, I think we would both be like, "Oh, it was cute." We'd throw it away. It was cute. It was cute.
Yes. But because I liked it.
Yes, that's Christina. You are so right. That is exactly how I feel. I think because I remember this so fondly and sweetly.
Yes.
The fact that I even for 5 minutes found it grating a little bit. With that performance, particularly with that character, more so than the performance. But even that scene where, and it's funny, but they just stretch it out and he tries to make it funnier. Like, he's on the phone in the background, the water pressure is blowing the guy up by the window.
Yes.
That's funny. It could have stopped there, but
it
no,
went
he has
too long.
to turn, the water goes down. He turns. But he turns back, the water goes up again, and the guy's up, and he turns again.
Were they trying to make the movie longer? Like, I had that conversation about another movie, and it was like, we felt like they were doing things for a longer period of time because they were trying to stretch out. And I felt like a lot of those scenes were like that. Even like the fight with the tennis player, like that went on too long.
Way too long. And also unrealistic.
Like, a lot of this was unrealistic.
Yeah.
So up maybe as a middle-aged lens, everything needs to be a little bit more realistic for me. I don't know, but the going up on the roof, like during one of the interactions, and he had to keep going up on the roof and back down, and up on the roof and back down.
Oh yeah.
Over and over again. Yeah. Oh, ringing the doorbell. That's what I was ringing the doorbell. That went on too long. It was like a lot of these things were like, I just felt like I should, like, if you cut it in half, I would have enjoyed it more. In fact, when I think about my favorite characters in this movie, Daryl Hannah was one of them. Mm-hmm. And I think it was because she was so normal.
Yeah.
There's that word again. She was just a normal person, like, kind of moving to this weird town.
That's right.
Even the dumb guy, right? Rick
Rossovich.
Chris is his name.
Chris is his name, yeah.
Chris. Even he's obviously not very bright, but mostly just nervously not bright. Like, I think when he wasn't nervous, he was a pretty decent person, right? Yeah. He was just like a normal person. He's from out of town. He's coming to this new town, right? New thing. Even he was likable. Mm-hmm. And the other one I really liked was the bartender girl. Those three are the ones that I liked the best out of this whole movie. And I think it's because they were the most normal people in the entire movie.
The bartender girl, her name is Sandy. And I wrote that down because I actually thought the chemistry with Chris and Sandy was
off the charts.
Amazing.
Off the charts. I have it written down. I have it written down.
They weren't even trying, and they made a super cute couple.
Yes.
And Sandy, to Sandy's credit, she actually has a little bit of...
Chris and Sandy's relationship was the most believable and has the most chemistry out of anyone. That's what I wrote down.
That's great. I agree. Christina, I completely agree. And also, I also say that Sandy even has a little bit of girl code. Because I was like, holy shit.
Yes!
Because she's like, well, you're seeing my friend, and that's not great.
You slept with her last night. Hello.
Yeah. And she was really, like, calling it out. But it wasn't... I was a bit shocked because I forgot that he was just like... He just left.
He left her a note.
Yeah, just left. And it's like, meaning the movie doesn't let us know how he's feeling.
Right.
Not really. Like he never says, yes, I'll be there.
But it was like
they talk at the bar. It was
more about him. Yeah, he's very secondary. Like they don't really go into any of his like, what should I do? Should I go with her? Should I go with him? Whatever.
Yeah,
right?
they don't really
None
care
of
much
that
about
stuff.
his thought
They don't
process.
care about him. But because it's not about him. It's more about him being pulled to the bartender.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's more about that than anything else. He just like kind of on a whim, like, yeah, I'll go with you.
Mm-hmm. I thought Rick Rossovich is really funny in this. He's
I did too.
Super cute in this. I remember him fondly from Top Gun, the volleyball scene. But I liked him a lot in this. I thought it was funny when, that might even be in the trailer though, when he's like, I was so nervous I couldn't even do it a third time.
that was funny.
Well, that's funny. And also, it does say something about Roxanne, because, I mean, he really dropped the ball many times and she still went through with it. She was pretty whorish in this. Yep. The other thing was...
Well, and he calls her out on it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love.
I would love that fight scene. That's a great fight scene. Daryl Hannah's great in that.
They are both really good in that.
Get in. She's like, get out. He goes, no, you go in. She's like, no, you get out. She's like, no, you go in. And then when she misunderstands something that he's...
Yeah, I love that. That's one of my favorite lines. Yeah, he's like... Wait, I have it written down here.
Oh, okay, good.
Hold on. What did I say? It says... Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. I don't know. Maybe I didn't write it down.
So Chris takes a swing at writing a letter at one point, and this is really funny. So CD is reading it, and it says, Roxanne, do you want to grab a drink? ? Check this box.
It's so good.
That's
so good.
Really funny. There are some really funny things, and I want to be specific with my critique here. It is the character of C.D. Barnes.
Yeah.
Because there are some really nice things. I love the relationship with Chris and Sandy. I love that little trajectory there. I do like even when C.D. yells out, "Shut up, Chris!" like that. And he's like, I was afraid of worms. She's like, worms? I was afraid of worms, Roxanne. Worms. Oh okay, but we have to talk about something in the beginning. I'm jumping all around.
Okay.
I'm being nice because I know you're eating a ginger chew.
Yes.
Which is the official snack of old roommates.
Yeah, Prince of Peace.
Prince of Peace. Did you notice that Roxanne is calling for her cat through a closed window?
Oh my God, I didn't notice that.
You notice that? Oh my God. She was yelling for Grover. Her window was down. She didn't even open the window. I'm sure, maybe because she was wearing a towel, I guess. But she was yelling for Grover through a closed window.
That's weird.
Yep. And then I just said many jokes feel really forced. But then later Roxanne's, the same scene, but it's interspersed with other things. She says, Grover, I'm going to have you neutered, which was such a trigger for me, Christina. Oh. You know how I am.
Yes.
God, get your pets fixed, America. We have a real problem. Get them spayed and neutered. This is Bob Barker saying, only
Brian
you.
will pay for the procedure.
I will not. He should just be doing it anyway. And then in the beginning, he stays in her house. How rude! He sits down.
Oh my God!
Is that not against the law?
Not only that, it's rude. He's helping himself to everything. Yeah. He's walking around like he owns the place.
I don't like him.
No, I didn't like that at all. I think that like, I don't know, he was like the man about the town, and I think that he was just way, like, too arrogant about that.
Christina.
But I don't remember him being like that.
Me neither. It's revisiting through a middle-aged lens.
It's the middle-aged lens.
He got the door open for her with a credit card. He did not have to step foot in that house. She did. Did she even invite him in?
I don't think she invited him in.
She did invite him in. That is really aggressive. It is inappropriate. And he sits down and starts making himself at home. It is rude.
Yeah.
It is very unprofessional. She's wearing a robe. I mean, it's really not right.
I did think it was kind of funny when she showed up and he's like, do you want a coat? And she's like, no, I'd rather not.
Oh, yeah.
And then he didn't get, so then she's like, you didn't have a coat? And he's like, oh, you said you didn't want one.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
And then, let's see. I did really like, and that's kind of a classic scene, is when the 20 insults, the nose insults.
That is a classic scene.
I really like that scene.
I do too.
Yeah.
I really do too. I like how the crowd is like, gets into it, and I like how the ends. I like it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I like that. Speaking of noses, though, I do want to mention.
Yeah.
On Patreon. Sorry, I am eating my ginger chew. I shouldn't say this. On patreon.com/oldroommates, Brian and I will be picking our noses. All right, I will clarify. We are going to be writing up our favorite noses.
3
top
celebrity
or male? Ooh, what do you think?
I don't know. Celebrity noses might be more interesting.
Sure.
Variety.
The top 3 celebrity noses.
No, let's do men. We'll do men.
Top 3 celebrity male celebrity noses. So
terrific.
Go to patreon.com/oldroommates and see if you agree with our picks.
Nice. This was fun. Oh, picks. Christina, you are so...
I'm on a roll. I'm telling you.
You're so witty. Your regular CD Barnes.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to be really honest. I don't have too many other notes. You have a lot?
I mean, I have more, but I'm trying to think what I have.
I'll tell you what I really loved.
Tell me.
Loved the alien abduction scene with the old ladies.
God, so cute. I always like that scene.
Like that. How does he do it? That
suction.
Yeah,
the
suction cup.
Something like that. I don't think we're doing either one of us.
Damn it. Or is it that?
No, it was like a...
Oh my God.
You sound like Daffy Duck or Donald Duck when you do that.
It's so rude.
Anyway, it was really cute. And then he's like, oh, don't go over there. They're looking for men. With old, middle-aged women for sex. And you're like, oh. So cute. Chuck is in this, who is also... Chuck is the obnoxious guy who owns the shop All Things Dead.
Oh,
who's constantly hitting on Roxanne.
Yeah.
He is also in The Breakfast Club. He's Carl.
Oh, yeah.
From The Breakfast Club, which we will be revisiting in the fall, in September.
Yep.
So, something
that.
to look forward to. I know people have been asking about Breakfast Club a lot, so we'll be doing that. But Carl from The Breakfast Club is Chuck. And he looks so much younger. I don't know how.
Yeah. Well,
he had more hair.
In what, Roxanne?
In Roxanne.
This is after The Breakfast
Club. I know.
Because he let it grow. He let it grow in because he was the janitor.
Yeah.
And
So I just wrote, there's so much fighting. Like, there's so much fighting in this movie. And I wrote, is everyone in town an asshole?
What do you mean, though?
There were lots of fighting. There was a lot of hitting. There was obviously the tennis ball one.
Right.
But then there was a guy on the street saying, hey, in the bar.
Yeah.
Big nose. There was a guy on the street. Like, there was like, people were constantly
tension,
being assholes.
Angry. This
guy and his nose. Like, I don't think people do that normally. Like, if I'm walking down the street, I mean, I'm not an asshole, but and I see somebody with a big nose, I'm not going to be like, hey, big nose. Like, people don't do that.
We talked about that with mask.
Uh-huh.
It's like, is he wearing a mask? I wish he'd take it off. It's like, people don't do that nasty. Good Lord.
Yeah.
About physical attributes that you can't control. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just that's pretty cold-blooded.
It is. I do think Roxanne, I mean, as much as I liked her as a character, I mean, she is kind of a jerk. She's basing she doesn't even have one conversation with this guy, Chris. She's basing every single thing on his looks.
That's right.
Every single thing on his looks. And then...
But that is a big point. Because men do that all the damn time.
That's true.
So here's one woman that's doing it. She just thinks he's cute, the cutest guy in town. And but the thing is, Christina, I am defending that to a degree because she's actually wanting a conversation with him, but he runs every time he sees her.
Yep.
So she is doing what men have been doing for hundreds of years, which is I see a pretty woman, that's all I need to know. And
So that makes it right?
Well, good for the geese, good for the gander.
No.
Well, but to be interested in someone because they're beautiful, I don't, she's interested. She's trying to talk to him. She goes to CD to say, I want to go on a date with him to get to know him better. It's like, what, how else do you even get attracted to people? It's their looks. I don't think it's that awful. And
I feel like she was really into him.
How dare you, Christina?
I'm just saying.
As a woman.
Are you saying that I shouldn't base my opinions on people's looks, or I should?
How would you know you even want to get to know someone if they're not attractive to you? And maybe that's the difference here.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Rick Rossovich in this movie is sort of like universally accepted as handsome. So, but I mean, if you just watch someone walk into a room, you're like, oh. Is that not normal?
I guess.
Why is she wrong?
Well, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it was just too much.
Let me tell you something right now. This is the difference between me and you.
I hope not the only difference.
What's that from? What is that from?
The only difference, I hope. What was it?
Oh my God, what the hell is that from?
We'll have to remember.
Not the only difference, I hope. Oh shit, okay. So, here's the difference. So I feel like I really am proving my point.
Is it Breakfast Club?
Yes, it is. It is. Not the only difference, I hope. Good memory.
Thanks.
So, here's the difference, though. When I was proving my point, you said, well, I don't know. When you prove your point, I say, you're right, Christina.
Well, because I don't know that you're right.
I'm telling you I'm right.
Well, there you go. Then you don't need me telling you you're right, right? You can just say it yourself. I'm right, Brian.
My point, Christina, is that you're out of debate with that. And I think it's a very important point. If a guy walks in, if you were single and a handsome man walks in the room, what's your take? What do you do?
What am I supposed? What am I supposed to?
You're single.
I'm going to say, oh, set me up with that guy.
But,
no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I want to know. Yes, I will look at him and find him attractive. Yes.
Okay.
Am I going to ask to be set up with him? No. I want to have a conversation with him before I go on a date with him. He could be a total dick.
Yeah. But what made you want to have a conversation with him?
Well, obviously, what he looks like.
Thank you. This concludes our episode. This concludes our episode of Roxanne.
But she's saying, I want to go on a date with him. I want to go on a date with him. She hasn't even had one conversation with him. Not even on the phone call.
She is trying to, and he runs.
So what is that saying?
CD.
So maybe she shouldn't go on a date with him. Well, you can't even have a social conversation with him.
She doesn't know that's why he's running. She doesn't know he has phobias.
So she just thinks he's a jerk because he's running away.
I don't think she thinks he's a jerk.
It's okay that you can run away. You can do whatever you want.
It's just circumstantial.
But you're cute, so okay.
Wow.
I will say I'm hilarious, just to let you know.
You're hilarious?
I am hilarious. I wrote down, she bases everything on his looks. And then I wrote in parentheses, 2 on the nose, ? LOL.
But it also, Christina, you are funny. But it also sets up CD's thing. Because that's why he thinks he is so out of her league. Because of the nose.
It's all about the looks.
Because
I get
thus, he then thinks that she's only interested in someone because of their looks.
Right. Because she's made that perfectly clear.
No, that's not the only reason.
She knew nothing else about him.
Good looks are the reason she wants to talk to him because he might be an interesting person.
All right.
Oh my God. This is mind-blowing. I think you're pretending not to see... I think you're pretending not to see my point. There, I'm accusing you of this.
Okay.
Nice. This movie is so simple, and yet we're arguing. It's fine.
You're the only one arguing over here.
My God.
All right, so what I did love, it was so funny
I need a ginger
when
tea.
when he's walking down the street and the old ladies are walking and they're like complaining to each other, like super miserable, and he goes, "Tough game, eh, ladies?" And she goes, "We're just on the way there."
I like those old ladies.
They were so funny.
Oh God, I'm gonna be really honest. So I don't have many notes. Oh, one thing. I said the music is giving me pure '80s baby boom. 80s baby boom.
The first note I have on here.
What does it say?
And there's the saxophone.
Yeah, I wrote music is pure 80s baby boom. It's my very first note, and then I wrote saxophone. I don't. It's so unfortunate because I really feel like if anything, I find that like that 819. It's like 1987. It's that year. It's like Lethal Weapon, Baby Boom, Roxanne. There's a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
In '87, saxophone was in big demand, and I kind of.
When was Huey Lewis?
I don't know, but like
because every
well,
song
it's also
sounds
Bruce.
like a Huey
It's
Lewis.
Bruce Springsteen and Clarence.
That's true.
Clarence Clemens. Oh my God, what the hell is his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm right. Clarence Clemens, the saxophone guy.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So, but I think it's unfortunate because I think the style of music is what often dates these things.
I agree. I agree.
Take us out.
So I have this whole thing with the whole plan, right? It says this whole plan is stupid. Not because of the plan, but the way he is speaking to her. No one talks like that. So I'm talking about CD.
Yeah.
So the plan is for CD to say in his little earpiece what he's supposed to say. The whole thing is like, it's ridiculous. Like, no one speaks in poetry like that. And I wrote, all he had to say was, how about, "Hi, you look lovely." Or, "Hi, I like your dress." It didn't have to be this flowery poem thing. Honestly, I think that would turn me off.
Well, remember, it started with the letters, right? And she said, "Talk to me like your letters."
Yeah, I suppose.
She
but
asked for
why
that.
did he even have to write the letters like that?
No, absolutely.
Like, the whole thing is weird in that way. Like, nobody speaks that way.
Well, because I think he was saying, like, what do you like about her? He's like, she's hot. Her knockers, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And he's like, and so he tried to make it as romantic because it was physical. It was just like this physical attraction that he was trying to make romantic.
Right.
And it didn't. Yeah. And
it was a stupid plan to begin with.
I do see your point. See how that works, Christina, in human being behavior?
Oh my. He's exploding with love for you. I'm like, this is their first conversation. It's just a little bit over the top. That's what I wrote, yeah.
Well, one big pet peeve of mine with any of these, like, listening devices, there's always that crossed frequency.
Every single time.
You really wouldn't know the difference of what you're supposed to say versus what you're not supposed to say. Like,
well,
I know
he's not very bright.
I know he's not very bright, but you've seen this in other movies too, in TV shows. Like even in Will and Grace, like they did that where it's like he's in the clothing store, he works there, and it's like, you know, like Will's interrupted, so he goes, "Someone's in here," and he goes, "Someone's in here." It's like just it's like you wouldn't. I mean, come on. I know our brains can be faulty, but I think there's always a pause before you just repeat something in your ear.
Yeah, there has to be, some sort of common sense.
If you're a newscaster and suddenly the person starts telling dirty jokes, like you're going to be able to stop yourself and not repeat what's being said in your ear.
Yeah.
I digress. Not newscasters, they have teleprompters, but you know what I mean. Like
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. You're not going to...
Broadcasting.
You're not going to... I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I said there's something so sleazy about talking her into having sex, but she is a tramp. Because they met literally 5 minutes ago. Like, I don't think they should have slept together. I mean,
I completely agree.
I just don't think that
well,
was...
and that's why and then it couldn't do it a third time. Like, it really says something about Roxanne that you didn't really think.
Well,
like,
did they not speak in bed?
Yeah, I know.
Like in the middle of it, right? He's not telling them what to say. So pretend they don't have any conversation before sex, right?
Yeah.
After they're done with sex, like, what are they not going to speak?
Well,
he's probably going to be like, "Wow, you just gave me a huge woody." Like, you know what I mean? Like he's.
Well, the other thing too. How about this? Is so how does he meet women? Do women just throw themselves at him, and then he has his? Because like if he's nervous around beautiful women, then who is he? Who is he?
Well, he wasn't that nervous around the bartender.
Right.
So is it because? I mean, I thought she was attractive.
Yeah,
she wasn't not
cute.
attractive.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Cute, I think.
Yeah.
Is a good word for it. But maybe it's if they're too pretty. I don't know.
It's so weird.
It's very
like, how did he meet women anyway? Like,
very strange.
If he's that nervous.
But I did like that Chris and Sandy relationship was great. I really like that. And I like that she said, like before we were saying about like the girl code, that was great. Mm-hmm. And I loved the fight. The fight was like their best interaction. It's when I liked both of them the best.
Yeah.
When they were fighting. And yeah, I thought I wrote that down. I meant to, but I guess I didn't. About, and he's like,
what is that?
What?
Yeah.
And I thought you said Sorgenfrogen. It's like, well, what does that mean? I don't know. That's why I asked. It was like a funny kind of interaction type thing. But yeah, I mean, I actually don't even have any more notes, to be honest.
So the big question. Oh, so a little bit of trivia. Budget was $12 million.
Okay.
Box office was $40 million. Of course, as most of these things do, it had a much bigger life on VHS. Filmed in Canada. The nose makeup took 90 minutes to put on Steve Martin.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Christina, I do have a... Oh, we didn't mention Shelley Duvall. I liked her.
Oh, she was good. I really liked her too.
Being a normal person.
Another normal person. That. Yes, I agree. She was normal too. Like, yeah, I really liked her. She was a good friend to both of them. I liked how the reveal happened when he writes the note and then she's like, "Chris wrote this." Oh no, CD wrote this. That's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. But yeah, I liked that whole reveal thing. It was cute.
Yeah. I liked you just have her being like a good friend to him.
Yes.
And Dixie, and I liked how she kind of owned half the town, which is funny.
It would have been nice, honestly. It would have been nice if they ended up getting together and he kind of like kicked the other one to the curb because she was so superficial.
Oh, that's funny.
That would have been cute.
Okay.
So do you have...
I do have a match game.
A match game. Okay, you want to go first?
Yeah. Oh, no. Do you have a match game?
I do.
You go first.
Okay. So, here's my match game.
Yeah.
Roxanne had her own little secret.
Oh.
She actually had, or has, an enormous blank. Oh my God. To the emphasis on. She actually had an enormous blank.
Ding.
She actually has an enormous
penis.
Oh my God, that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a big secret. Oh my God, look at I have penis from the other week. I have it written down. But no, mine was she actually has an enormous nipple.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
All right, what
so
is
here's
yours?
mine.
Let's hear it.
Well, CD and Roxanne ended up having a very hot date.
Okay.
But it didn't go well. When they were making Whoopi, CD blanked in her eye. Oh my God, I'm sorry, wait. Blanked her eye. I'm so sorry, blanked her eye. CD blanked her eye. Blanked her eye.
Say the whole thing.
Oh,
I had a good answer, and now you messed it up.
CD and Roxanne had a hot date, but it didn't go well. When they were making Whoopi, CD blanked her eye. It could be more than one word.
Okay. All right.
Ding. All right, CD blanked her eye.
sneezed in.
Sneezed in! Yay! Because it could be poked. You know, like that would be another one, yeah.
Sure.
Like poked her eye.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. So don't forget to go to patreon.com/oldroommates
for our nose
so
picks.
you can read about us picking our nose, right? Where we pick our nose. I said it better than earlier. Where we will be picking our noses.
Nose pick.
Oh, I love that. Yes, that was Roxanne. And that's it for this episode of Old Roommates. Thank you for listening. For bonus content, please visit us at patreon.com/oldroommates.
And follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, at Old Roommates. Thanks for listening. Until next time.